Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenya and this is TheKBview. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you always to the ones who have watched, subscribed, and comment and shared to my channel thus far and to the videos that I posted up. I do appreciate it, and always going forward, please continue to like, share, and comment. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed to it. If it's your first time watching, please do that. I could use all the support that I could get. Alright, so in this video, I want to talk to you guys about an article that I read in the New York Post yesterday. And I'm looking down. I wanted to make sure I had it on top and I could read it. And it's just a headline. I'm not going to read the whole article. And it says that the BioNTech CEO says vaccines alone are not enough to fight the new variant. Again, that article was in the New York Post, and here's the headline again. The BioNTech CEO says vaccines alone not enough to fight the new variant. You probably already read that article. I'm sure you guys are, well-informed people. You know what's going on. But just in case you didn't, I'm going to talk about it. I just found that to be really interesting because you went so hard to make sure I got vaccinated. You assured me that if I was vaccinated that I would be protected and I would be safe, right? And I think that was a hard sell for a lot of people in the beginning because of the way that everything came about and how the vaccinations came about, which was kind of quick as it, compares to last vaccination. So there was all of these concerns about how safe is it and this, that, and the other. And then we were just not really buying it in the beginning, right? And so somehow throughout time, I guess we've done enough research, you did some research, or whatever the circumstances led to us getting them, we ended up getting the vaccinations. And then that's when we found out that we needed to get a booster shot because the two vaccinations alone really are not that strong. And so we did that. And in this article, it also says that even the people that has 3 vaccinations will not be that's not enough to fight this new variant. And this CEO, by the way, his name is I think it's pronounced Ugor. It's Ugur is his first name. Ugur is his first name. His last name is Shahin, and he is the CEO again of the BioNTech company. And that company created the Pfizer vaccination. So again, he said that's not enough to fight this new variant. So while I was very apprehensive about getting the vaccinations, we went on and we got them. And we got the booster shots. And what's so surprising to me is that I find a little bit strange is that you all couldn't foresee new variants coming, even though you assured me that if I got these vaccinations, I would be okay. I would be safe, right? And you targeted me. You made a real big plea to me and my people and people that look like me, right? The black and brown community, after the elderly, after you made sure they were, I think they were the first ones to be able to become eligible for the vaccinations. And then it was really my community that you really went hard after, and you wanted to make sure that we were vaccinated and that we were okay and we were safe, right? And so you appealed to us. You told us we can get free Uber rides and Lyft rides and free chicken sandwiches and free french fries, all of these different incentives to make sure that we got this vaccination, to make sure that we were safe and that the nation can go back to being normal and things will just go back to being regular and everybody will be fine and we'll go off into our lives and this will be a thing of the past. Well, that didn't happen, right? So now we have new variants and on top of new variants. My question, I had 2 questions when I first read the article. My first one was, well, what's going to stop a new variant from coming, right? What's going to stop you from saying in another 6 months that we now have a new variant and this new vaccine, and those vaccines won't help with this new variant? And what will stop you from continuing to have that going on? And then my next question was, well, if you tell me that the vaccines that I have now won't fight this new variant, what do I now have in my body? What do I now am I now stuck with that no longer works? For some of us, it's not even been maybe 5 or 6 months since we had, all of the series of the vaccinations, right? Maybe 5 or 6 months. Maybe some of us not even that long. So just imagine if you bought a car from somebody, a brand new car, 2021. Well, let's just say it's a 2022 car because you can buy the next year car in the current year, right? So let's just say you bought a 2022 car 5 months ago, and it's a brand new car, so you don't foresee it having too many real issues that would make this car inoperable because this is a new car and you just pay good money for it. And you've done the research, I hope, about this new car that you bought because you want to make sure you're making an educated purchase, an informed purchase, because you're spending a lot of money on me. This is my money. I work hard for my money, and I want to make sure that I'm going to get a car that I'm going to get my money's worth. Well, I get this car, I buy this car, and you tell me now my car don't work. I go back to the dealer. I get up. I get up and go to work, and I got my brand new car, and I get up to go to work, and my car won't start, and it won't work. And I call this dealer. Listen, I just bought this brand new car. I gave you all of my money. You assured me that I had a good deal here, that I was making a good purchase. I trusted you. I gave you all of my money. This car is not working. I have some really important things I need to do. I have to go to work. I have to pick up my kids. I have things I need to do. I need an operable vehicle. Well, it doesn't work. What am I going to do? You tell me there's nothing you could do for me. I just bought this brand new car and it does not work. And you're not willing to give me a new car in replace of it. You're telling me the only thing that I can do now is buy a whole new vehicle. Well, what about this vehicle that I just bought? I really don't know what to tell you. There's nothing we can do. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. There's nothing I can do. You can't even give me my money back. No, unfortunately, the only thing you could do now is buy a new car. Can you imagine how pissed off you would be? And this is just your money. Not just your money, but it's money. And it's a car. Both can be replaced. My body cannot be. So now I've taken this vaccination that I thought would work and would keep me safe and keep the public safe. Doesn't work and there's nothing you can do about it. So now I'm stuck with this in my body. You gotta be crazy if you don't think I'm looking at y'all sideways as hell. So this video is not to really get you all stressed out about that because what's done is done. If you've already got it, you've already got it. But I would say going forward, people, do your research, pay attention, because things are changing right before your very eyes. And here's what I really want to appeal to right now. Mankind as a whole, I want to survive. Let me be very clear. I want us all to come out on top of this thing, right? I want us all to survive. While I know that's not going to happen, that would be in a perfect world my desire. But I want to appeal to my people right now because we are always the least prepared and the least informed and the most distracted and the most programmed. We do any and everything we can besides research and stay on top of what's going on and on top of what's going on in the world around us on a day-to-day basis. We're more concerned about the latest rap song, the latest sneaker, the latest celebrity, who this celebrity sleeping with, who this celebrity not sleeping with, who this one got a baby by, what this person is rapping about, what this person is wearing. We're more concerned about those things, right? We're more concerned about what's happening on Facebook, who liked this and who didn't like this. I put a picture up today and I didn't get no likes, and now I'm all questioning my own self and I'm all in my own head because ain't nobody like my pictures. Or what does this mean? And so you spend your day worried about stuff like that. You reading other people's comments and checking out other people's pictures, trying to see how you measure up to somebody else, checking out what they ate last night. And then after you've done that long enough, you go on Instagram and repeat the same cycle. And then you take it a little further, and then you go start reading everybody's tweets, and then you use that as your form of information, right? Whatever someone's tweeting, you feel like you're informed now because somebody else has tweeted, this is what's going on in the world. You read a couple of tweets, watch a couple of YouTube videos, and you feel informed. You feel like you know what's going on. and that's enough for you. And then you go back and, oh, if you have a little more time, you do a couple of little TikToks and all of that. Well, all of those distractions is what's going to ensure that your ass won't be prepared. Because by the time you look up and see what's really going on, it will be done already happened. By the time you figure it out, by the time you get off of Facebook and Instagram and stop tweeting every damn thing and doing the latest TikTok, doing all of that very important stuff, by the time you look up, it will be too late. The ball will already be in motion. Now, I guess you could tell by now that there is going to be some lockdowns again. And I will argue with anybody that this lockdown is going to be a lot longer and a lot more difficult to get through. In the beginning, I don't think you're going to realize it because the idea of being locked down has already been massaged in your brain, and you are already somewhat comfortable with the idea of a lockdown. You're already somewhat comfortable with not being able to go to too many places, right? You got comfortable with that. They made sure that this wouldn't be a big deal for you because we had that last practice. That's what I call the last lockdown. I feel like it was an exercise, it was practice. It was used to iron out all the kinks, to see what worked, what didn't work, what we need to tighten up on, what things were giving us the biggest issue, who were the biggest people that were pushing back, who was giving us the most problems, like, or who just went along for it, what group did. They were studying our behavior during the pandemic and during the lockdown to see how everything would plan out. And I would probably like to believe that they think that it went well. And on the outside looking in, I would say it went well too, because we got pretty much comfortable with it. We were okay with it. And I think that that's what they're banking on, that's going to happen again. And I think when you hear that it's going to be a lockdown again, a lot of us don't panic. And I wouldn't subscribe to you panicking. I wouldn't tell you to panic because there's no reason to panic, and panic leads to bad decisions. Don't panic, prepare. That's a much better state to be in. But you won't prepare and you will panic. And the reason why is because you are the most distracted group of people. You are not paying attention. If you watch the news for 20 minutes a day, you feel like you know what's going on, and then you go back to your regular lives and act like everything is okay. Well, guys, everything is not okay. Shit is going down. What we're going to see in the next couple of months will be something we've never seen before, right? It'll be something your parents has never seen, nor have their parents ever seen. It will never go back to being normal, whatever the hell that was. Now, this is not to scare you, but to just kind of bring it to your forefront and to your attention that you need to wake up. If you do find yourself in a position where you have to get more vaccinations, I don't know how you would have to, unless they, force you to because of your jobs and this and nature, and you find yourself in that position and you feel like that's the best choice for you, I would ask that you do more research. I would ask that you know exactly what you're doing. Be more prepared than you were last time. Don't just be talked into it because your local media station is putting it on the news all day long. This is all they seem to drill and program in your mind. And without you knowing it, you're making decisions based off of being programmed, and they're not informed decisions. It's because you've heard the same thing over and over and over again. This is all that anybody's talking about. And before you know it, you are making that choice again. Make it because you are informed, because you did the research. You know what to expect and what not to expect. Not just because your little local anchor woman said, well, the numbers are surging. Well, do you know that the numbers are surging? Do you know where these numbers are coming from? Can you trust these numbers? I'm not saying that you can't, but I would ask that you go a little bit further, because whether you know it or not, your local media stations, all of your media stations, are controlled by your government. They tell us exactly what to tell them, exactly what to say and how to present it to you and how often to say it. They know the science behind it. They know how many times they have to mention certain phrases before they can get you to act on it, right? They know how easy it is for you to be programmed. They know that you normally just want to naturally get back to your normal lives. And so if I tell you do A, B, C, and D, you can get back to your normal lives. Well, we've done that before and we did not. We found ourselves right back in this position again. Again, I ask, so what the hell did you give me the first time that won't stand up to this? And what's going to stop you from doing it again? What's going to stop you from coming up with new variants and putting myself and others like me in a position that we may have to find to keep getting these vaccinations, right, to survive? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what your position is. I don't know if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated. I would never try to force my views on anybody. I'm just going to share them with you. And this video is not even about whether you are or not. It's more about you paying attention. It's more about you stop being so distracted, because what they're banking on is that people that look like me won't do the research, won't pay attention, will stay distracted, will keep their heads up their damn asses and be worried about the silliest and most pettiest things that don't matter. We still on Facebook arguing with people. We still walking around talking about who we mad at and who we not mad at. You want to waste your time with that petty stuff and worried about what somebody eating and what somebody wear? That's on you. But I can tell you that you are going to make yourself a very vulnerable victim. And by the time you look up and see what's really going on, it will be too late. Because you don't spend all that time wasted on things that don't bring you no value at all. So what you need to do is start looking a little further. If this is important to you, if you are concerned about the state of the world in which you currently find yourselves living in, then you would look a little deeper. I know it's not a subject that everybody want to discuss. I know it's not going to be everybody's favorite video. No one wants to have these conversations. But because you don't want to have them and because they are a little bit frightening to you, doesn't change the fact that the shit is still going down. So you need to prepare. If you prepare for no other reason besides the fact that you don't want to have to be out there in a crowd with all of the other unprepared people, prepare for that reason. Figure out what it is that you need to have in your home that will last for months at a time. What are the best items? What foods do I need to buy that lasts the longest? How do I make clean water and keep clean water for my family, just in case the water system stops working and the water no longer becomes drinkable and there's no water on the shelves? What kind of filtration systems do I need to have to make sure we can still drink water? When do I start stocking up on tissue? When they tell us we lock down, or do I do it before they lock us down? And you know what I mean? Like, start asking yourself some questions. Get up off of your ass and stop asking and waiting for other people to tell you what to do. Take your own survival seriously, right? Take your own natural instincts and desire to want to stick around and get through this a little bit more serious. But you won't do that. And because you won't do that, your ass gonna get caught off guard, and that's all I'm gonna say. Because you won't pay attention. And I don't know how else to appeal to you. I don't know what else to say to you to make you understand that some things are going to happen. Obviously we're going to have to start talking a little bit more blunt so you can wake your asses up and pay a little bit more attention. But in this video, I want you to start thinking about what it is you need to do to prepare, right? Figure out, do some research, figure out what food I need to have in my home. Figure out, have some safety plans and action, right? In the event that I could, something goes down, where would all of my family members meet? How do we stay connected? How do I make sure that my loved ones in other states and other parts of the world are safe? Like, these are the things that we need to start thinking about. I do not, again, want to scare you. But just because your ass is scared is not enough reason not to prepare, okay? So, go stock up, do some research, pay attention, make informed decisions based off of research that you've done. Stop trusting everything you see at face value. Stop using these social media websites as your form of information and your source of media, a source of information to let you know what's going on. Listen to your spirit, be guided by that, and let go of the petty shit. Those things do not matter. I could care less what the hell is happening on Real Housewives. I don't give a damn about your love and hip hop. I don't give a damn about any of those little silly ass shows that is not bringing me and my family any value. And the sooner you start thinking about that, the better chance you have of surviving this madness, because they banking on people like you who are distracted like that to make sure all this shit goes down as easy as it do, because you're so complicit and you're so distracted, and you're going to be the cause of your own enslavement. So wake up, guys. Pay attention. Do whatever you need to do to prepare. Do some research. Oh, and there's some couple of websites that you can go on for the people who are concerned with preparing. Let me actually look it up. One of the mailing lists that I'm on a preppers mailing list, and I follow them, and they just give you ideas and things that you need to have in your household for survival methods and things like that. So if you're interested in food that will last for like years and years, one of the places you can look on, and if you start looking in one place, and again, whatever you're seeking is seeking you. So if you just start doing a little bit of research, the universe will start assisting you in your need to know, right? But one of the places that you can check on is a website called For Patriots. Again, it's For Patriots. It's one of the places that you can look around, and then they'll start leading you to more. But just some places that you can look around if you want to just stock up on some food. This is just for like food and filtration systems and stuff that you just want to have in your basement. Again, the reason why I'm appealing to you is because whether y'all know it or not, other people in the world are prepared. They are paying attention. It's the people that look like me who are not prepared and who are not paying attention. And you're going to want somebody to come along and save your ass, and nobody's going to save you. You have to save yourself, which is not a very fearful thing to do. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to prepare for yourself, and you have to get up off of your ass and stop waiting for somebody else to tell you what to do. Figure it out. If you want to know, you can be guided through this, but you got to pay attention, guys. All right, be kind to the people around you, and we'll talk again tomorrow.